Hey friends, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel, and also welcome to your Yoga for Tension Headache Relief practice. Firstly, I am so sorry that you have a headache, and I hope that this class serves you well. Below this video in the description box, I have included some of the reasons as to why we may get a tension headache, and also some things that we can do to get some relief from those tension headaches and for preventative care. For our class today, please bring a yoga block or similar sized item, as well as a blanket. Now, you do not necessarily need these items, as I will provide an option for you in today's class. All right, let's get started. Join me in a cross-legged seat on your mat. Feel free to sit up on a folded blanket to lift the hips and also to help us sit up a little taller through the spine. Let's start off by rocking the pelvis forward, lengthening the tailbone down towards the earth, creating length through the low back. Roll your shoulders back in space. And then imagine as if you have weights attached to your elbows, which are encouraging your shoulders to melt further away from your ears. Now bring your index finger as well as your middle finger to your chin, and then just guide your chin back in space, so that way your chin is roughly parallel to the earth, and we are lengthening through the back of the neck. Now place your hands on your thighs, and then whenever you are ready, I invite you to either look down and past your nose or close your eyes. Take a slow and even breath in through your nose, and then breathe out through your nose. Breathe in through your nose, and then breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I invite you to continue these beautiful, nourishing breath cycles. And I also invite you to keep your eyes closed, allowing my voice to guide you through these stretches. With that said, you can always open up your eyes to peek at the screen for clarification. All right, let's begin by dropping the chin towards the chest. Go to a point where you feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck. And now we are going to draw some semicircles with our chin. So drawing the chin over towards the left side, looking past the left shoulder. And then drawing the chin back towards the chest through center. And then over to the right side, looking past the right shoulder. Draw your chin back to center, chin to chest. And then over to the left. Chin moves back through center. And then slowly over towards the right. And then bring your head back to center, chin to chest. Lift your head so that way your chin is parallel to the ground. And we are aligning head over heart, heart over pelvis. Again, you can keep your eyes closed for this if you would like. You can peek at the screen, it's all good. Let's interlace our fingers and then bring your hands to the back of your head. Extend your thumbs down, so that way your thumbs connect with the back of your neck. Elbows go wide. Breathe in to arch through the back body, lifting your heart, lifting your chin slightly. And then on your next breath out, begin to hug the belly button in towards the spine as you round through the back body, dropping your chin closer towards your chest and your elbows come in. Now the hands are just gently resting on the back of your head, so they're not pushing or forcing anything. In fact, we're just allowing gravity to do the work. All right, on your next breath in, begin to arch through your back body. Elbows go wide, lift your heart, lift your chin slightly. And then as you breathe out, come back the way you came, rounding through. Chin releases towards the chest, elbows come in. One more round on your own time, so you take it away. And wherever you are, breathe in to make your way back to a neutral spine. Release your hands now to your thighs. Just take a moment to check in and notice how you feel. Beautiful. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then place your left fingertips on the earth beside your body, your left side body. Permission to spider crawl your fingers a little bit further away from your body for a deeper stretch. So again, there's an option to stay here, or you can place your right hand on the side of your head. Again, this hand is just gently resting on your head, so we're not pushing or forcing anything here. Elbow goes wide to help open up through the heart. Breathe into the left side of your neck, your arm. Wonderful. Begin to draw your chin towards your right armpit chest area as you're looking down on your mat to the right side. Hand remains on the back of the head. Your left fingertips are still resting on the earth to get a bit of a deeper stretch in. Let's take a breath in here together. And then breathe out to unravel, releasing your right fingertips to the earth. And now drop your left ear towards the left shoulder. Again, you can walk your right fingertips further away from your body for a deeper stretch. Maybe just checking in, noticing how this side feels in comparison to the other side. Option to place your left hand on the side of your head. Lovely. Now begin to draw your chin towards your left armpit, looking down and towards the ground. Check in with your jaw. Just make sure that we're not clenching the teeth. Create some space in the mouth. Wonderful. Breathe in here. And then breathe out to come back to center, releasing that. Place your hands on your thighs just for a breath cycle. Awesome. Feel free to open up your eyes here. Let's draw our shoulders up towards the ears. And then draw the shoulders back in space, shoulder blades coming closer together as if you're pinching a pencil. And then dropping the shoulders away from the ears, but the shoulder blades are still squeezing together. And then relax that. All right, 2 more times. Drawing the shoulders towards the ears, back, and then relaxing the shoulders down the back body, creating space, and then relax that. Shoulders towards the ears, back in space, melting the shoulder blades down the back body, and then relax. Whew. Notice how you feel. All right, Now reach your right hand across your body towards the left side, and then with your left hand, just guide you a little bit deeper into this stretch. Loop your right shoulder, creating more space between your ears and your shoulders. There's an option to stay looking forward, or you can turn your head to the right, looking past your right shoulder. Depending on how tight the neck muscles are, maybe looking forward is the way to go. So just check in with yourself here and breathe. Great, release that. Send the left arm across the chest over towards the right side. Your right hand now guides you a little bit deeper into the stretch. Create space between your ear and your shoulders. And again, there is an option to turn your head to look past your left shoulder. Great. Relax that. Shake it off. Interlace your fingers out in front. Push your palms forward and then towards the sky. Breathe in to lengthen through your side body, through your torso. And then breathe out to tilt over towards the left side. And we're staying grounded in the right side body. So the glute, the knee, the leg. Breathe in to make your way back to center. And then breathe out, tilting over towards the right side. Remember to keep your breath flowing here, because that can be a really important tool to help us release any tension that may have built up throughout our day in the body. Great. Breathe in to come back to center. And then breathe out to break free, this time sending your hands back in space and then behind your back body by your tailbone. Interlace your fingers and then reach your knuckles towards the earth and then away from your body to receive a beautiful opening in the heart. Lift your chest, lift your chin slightly. And now this may feel like a little bit too much, especially if we're tight in the chest region. So feel free to just place your hands on the ground, fingertips pointing in. Loop your shoulders and again, lift your heart, lift your chin. So it's a really great one for counteracting any rounding that may take place in the shoulders from texting, driving, working at a computer all day. This is actually one of my go-to postures for that. And if we have a tension headache, this could be a really great one for that. Just releasing any tension in the chest, in the pecs. Breathe in here, and then breathe out to break free. Awesome work. Let's make our way to all fours now. You can use your blanket to pad your knees if you wish. If not, it's all good. And when you arrive there, walk the wrists underneath the shoulders, your knees underneath your hip points. Press into the tops of your feet. Spread your fingers, pressing into the fingertips. And now shine your elbow creases forward towards the top edge of your mat as you find a small bend in your elbows. On your next breath in, reach the tailbone towards the sky, arching through the back body. Open your heart as you look forward. And then breathe out to tuck the tailbone under, round through the back body. Chin releases towards the chest. Breathe in to make your way to cow pose. And then breathe out to journey into your cat stretch. When you are in cat, really stretch it out here. Feel that juicy stretch in the upper back body. Okay, I invite you to flow between cat and cow, moving at a pace that feels both loving and supportive, connecting breath to action as you move. So we are getting a little spinal hygiene in today, encouraging movement throughout the whole spine, including the neck, as tension can build up, especially in this area of the body throughout the day. So perhaps the next time that you find yourself in cat pose, maybe you just allow your head to grow heavy here, releasing the crown closer towards the earth, allowing gravity to do the work here. And then maybe the next time that you make your way to cow pose, you lift your chin up slightly to stretch through the front of the neck. And my darling friends, if you are getting bored of flowing from cat and cow, feel free to bring your big toes together and your knees wider than hip distance apart, about to the long edges of your mat. And then you can walk your hands wider than shoulder distance apart. Now begin to draw some circles with your hips. These circles can be slow and small. They can be exaggerated. Just make sure that you keep a generous bend in your elbows as you do this. So tension can also build up in the hips. The hips are said to store emotion. They can store tension. So we are getting some movement in this area of the body because after all, it is all connected. And you can reverse your circle as well if you would like. Continue breathing deep and nourishing breath cycles as you flow on your mat, allowing the breath to lead the way here. All right. And then we eventually find stillness. Come back to a tabletop position. And then walk your legs and your feet together. And then sit back towards your heels, keeping your hands reaching forward. Breathe in here. And then breathe out to release your belly, your chest towards your thighs, releasing your forehead to the earth. Feel free to use a yoga block here. You can place that yoga block underneath your forehead or a folded blanket to create a little bit more space. If you enjoy your hands reaching forward because it is offering a great stretch to the shoulders, feel free to stay here. If not, you can explore sending your hands back towards the back edge of your mat, palms facing towards the sky, fingertips soften and curl in child's pose. As we are here, I invite you to sway a little from side to side, offering a massage to the brow bone. Perhaps using this moment to check in with the skin of your face. Notice any areas in which you may be clenching, holding, especially in the jaw. Sometimes we are clenching our teeth and we're completely unaware of it. I know I do that very often, especially when I'm working. When I'm on my mat, I tend to really focus on what my body is doing. I have a greater awareness, so I'm trying to translate that off of my mat too. Great. Wherever you are, I invite you to find stillness. Breathe in through your nose. And then breathe out. Now begin to reach your hands forward towards the top edge of your mat. Press into all that is touching the earth, your foundation, as you lift your head away from the ground. Look forward, and then slowly rise on up, making your way to a cross-legged seat. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. All right, so for this next section of the class, we will be making use of the item that we brought with us to the practice, whether that be a yoga block or another item that is similar to the block. If you are working without a block, what I would like you to do is, if you are wearing a hair elastic, to take it out now, and using your fingertips, you're going to massage your scalp. In fact, we can all do that together, massaging the scalp, the top of the head, the back of the head, especially the base of the skull, all around the ears. And if you would like, you can even massage the back of your neck. So I find that whenever I have a tension headache, there is so much stiffness in my scalp, like I can't even move it. So by massaging this area, we're encouraging a little bit more movement and also improving circulation to this area, which can be very helpful in getting some relief from tension headaches. So that option is there for you. If you do have a yoga block or a similar sized item, you can place that on your mat on the medium setting. So this right here would be lowest, medium, and then highest. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be laying on our backs with our head resting on the yoga block. We're going to place one of the edges right here along the base of our skull and at the top of the spine. So where they meet, around this area right here. Hopefully you can see that nicely. So what we're going to do is we are going to come to a seated position, placing the soles of the feet on the ground with the knees pointing towards the sky. And then lower onto your forearms. And then eventually lowering down your head onto your block, finding that sweet spot right there. So your full head should be supported by the block and your neck will be draping off of the block. So again, we are placing one of the edges of your items at the base of the skull and at the top of the spine, so where they meet. And if you are finding that this is a little bit too hard, as in the material here is too hard, you can actually wrap up the yoga block with a blanket. All right, place your hands on your belly. And now I invite you to slowly rock your head from side to side. So this will be offering a little bit of a release. If you find any tender spots, feel free to hang out there for a period of time. And this is definitely offering a gentle stretch to the neck as well, as we move from side to side. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes here, focusing on your breath, perhaps sending the breath down to your hands, inviting some belly breathing. So just continue to rock your head from side to side. And if you're not really feeling like this is doing anything for you, you can always massage your head, massage your neck. So I used to get tension headaches 15 times every single month. I'm not even joking, it was terrible. So I had to learn a variety of stretches and movements to help reduce the frequency of tension headaches and also for preventative care. So that's why I did this class. I've included a number of the things that I do on a daily basis to help reduce the frequency of the tension headaches and also the severity. So I've gone from 15 per month to about 5 a month, which is amazing because that means I can actually function a little bit better. All right, just one more rock. And then eventually bring your head back to center. You can now lift your head away from the item and then remove that item from out under your head. And then everyone come to lay on your back. And then send your legs out long on your mat. Allow the feet to grow heavy. Snuggle the shoulders underneath the back body, the shoulder blades, creating a bit more of a lift in the heart. Tuck in your chin slightly to lengthen through the back of your neck. Allowing the weight of your body to just relax into the ground beneath you. Perhaps visualizing any tension, any remaining tension, just spilling off onto the ground beneath you. Place your hands on your belly, and we're just going to continue doing those beautiful belly breath cycles. Breathe in through your nose, sending the breath down to your hands, and then breathe out through your nose. Breathe in through your nose, and then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, walk your feet in towards your body and then hug your knees in towards your chest. And then allow your knees to melt to one side. Use your bottom arm as a pillow and your top arm, your top hand will just be resting on the ground. Just hang out here in fetal position for a couple of breath cycles. All right, and now use your top hand to press into the ground to help you rise up and come to a seat on your mat. Take your time, no rush. And when you do arrive here, just take a moment to notice how you feel, how your mind feels, how your body feels. You can take any last-minute movement as well. Just letting go of that tension. Creating space. Breathe in through your nose. And this time, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you for joining me here today. I really hope that you got some relief from your tension headache. And please feel free to share this class with anyone that you know experiences tension headaches, as they are quite common, unfortunately. So I'm sure that they would greatly appreciate this video. Thank you for joining me here today. Take care, and I cannot wait to see you in the next class. Namaste.